Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Truman Esports. Second week into the NACE varsity playoffs. This is our second week, as I said before. First week ended in a forfeit, so we had nothing to stream. But this week, in just 10 minutes, we will have our first match of the semester up against the BU Terrier White team. Based on their recent history, they are currently undefeated. It is the second week, but their first week they did manage to completely 3-0 Tarleton's Rocket League team. The average rank of this team is Champion 3, so it is about our level. So we should be able to see a lot of very close, high action gameplay tonight. I'm very excited. Ayo, we peaked. Thank you. Hope you guys have some fun tonight, and good luck, have fun. For those of you who do not know, We Peaked is one of the players on the opponent team. Their current rank, let me pull it up real quick for you, ladies and gentlemen, while we get this technical pause, some time to develop. Bam. We Peaked is currently a Champion 3 player in Rocket League 3s. And so I do believe that we'll be seeing them in the field today. And as for Truman State University, we are rocking the OG3, Drayston, Matthew, and Peyton, fellow Truman students. The average rank of this team is also about Champion 3. And this semester we do have a new player. Fortunately, they could not be here tonight, but shout out to Bus. You'll be seeing much of him as this semester progresses throughout our weekly NACE matches. Also tune in this Saturday as we will be partaking inside of the CECC Midwest qualifiers for both Rocket League and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Will either of our three teams make it through? Well, stay tuned to find out. Man, I should make another. I should make another scene where like it's like a cool interim room because we have started. It's still technically starting soon, sure, but like if we could have like a cool graphic of like what's coming up. Oh, like a BRB screen. Oh, that'd be perfect. Oh, I'm gonna start back up the timer. I'll see you guys in another 6 minutes whenever we come and start this game. And of course, I will stop that timer if something happens sooner. So, peace be with you. I will be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have heard a response from the opponent team, who is setting up the lobby as we speak. So any moment now, we will be hopping in and beginning this set. Best of 5. 5 minutes on the clock. The goal? Simple. To score more points than the opponent. You guys ready? Okay. Alrighty, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to double check that everything is correct. Yes, indeed it is. What?
What university?
I don't think team necessarily matters. Just pick one.
No, what university?
Oh, BU Terriers. BU Boston University, maybe?
Boston? Where?
And we're off. Goal 1, kickoff goes in favor of BU Terriers, who immediately try to put it over and into the net, but Carman, unfortunately, just out of reach. Goes a little bit too fast and careens past the ball. Kickoff number 2. We'll see how many scores are going to be made here. Possession goes into the blue half, or blue side, kicks it over to the orange half of the field. It looks like this team is quick and nimble, putting the ball center for their last teammate, who just misses the shot onto net. Drebe taking possession of the ball, pushing it up the right field, but being dismissed once it reaches the corner. Going for a ground pinch, unfortunately, rather luckily for us, Sakuyoshi able to take possession of the ball, puts it up on the side, yet a defender is there to dissuade it, pushes it back up into the midfield, where Maddie just throws the ball into our favor. Carmen passes it to Dre. Dre takes a shot on net, unfortunately a slow roller, gets caught off quite simply. Mr. Flibble takes possession of the ball into the corner. Sakuyoshi getting not only a demo, but a close shot on that. Ball just wide. And then Carman is there with Drebe to close out the first goal in favor of Truman State University. Someone just quit? Huh? I saw like the disconnect lightning bolt there. Nope, all 6 players are accounted for. Interesting. Kickoff dead center. Peak takes possession of the ball, but after an aggressive bump from Team Orange, wonder how much further it would be for a little double commit coming out from Carman and Sakuyoshi, but Drebe dribbling the ball up towards the midfield. Sakuyoshi almost there to intercept the blue player and take a shot. Unfortunately, just a little too slow there. Carman taking a disgusting 50 that not only keeps the ball there, it puts it into the net, earning Truman the point advantage in game number 1. Ball has an awkward bounce, and unfortunately the BU player is not able to capitalize on it. Make that ×2. Got caught off guard a little bit too slow there with Sakuyoshi able to follow up, and the whips are starting to come out, it looks like, from BU Terriers. Sakuyoshi able to center it for his teammate. Unfortunately, no one there to capitalize. Both going back, trying to play more defensively. A demo coming out, and that looks like a goal for BU Terriers. The score is tied 2-2. Who will make the third happen? Who will take the advantage in this first game, this opening match between these two titans? Drebe knocking the ball to corner. Sakuyoshi following up. Oh, Carmen just ever so slightly too slow to the ball. But seems to not matter. Peaked taking the ball advantage, but Dresden going extra aggressive, trying to call out that slow speed being used. Dresden rotating all the way around the play, catches the ball, a slow one, and Maddie is just barely able to make it in time, but he's redirecting it in the net again. That's 2 attempted shots coming out from Drebe. Sakuyoshi disrespecting the dribble attempt. And then here he is taking a shot on net. It's going to be a top right, but unfortunately does in fact get blocked by the defender. Excellent air control coming out from the BU Terriers in order to make that happen. Sakuyoshi starting an aerial play. Does get beaten up by Mr. Flibble. After a passing play, almost warrants the third goal. Unfortunately, just a little bit wide. Drebe putting something towards net. A whiff shot coming out may cost the Terriers the third goal, but again, the shot is just a little bit wide. Mistakes coming out from both teams here, but none of them warranting a goal for either side. A shot on net from Carmen at the midfield is easily blocked, but it allows Truman State to gain more pressure and map control coming out here. Ball going up, Mr. Flibble catching it, pushing it forward, but that just gives possession to Drebe. Unfortunately, a little bump coming out. Mr. Flibble has calculated it already. You can see. Ooh, he went for a bump play right there, trying to knock out the defender from the ball to leave the net wide open. Just landed a bit short for it to succeed. Here's Sakuyoshi, Carmen prepping him for it, where Sakuyoshi can take the double tap. But nothing warranted. A ball in center play. Sakuyoshi almost putting it top right, but again, Maddie is there at the top right to not budge an inch. First defender up is Peyton. Sakuyoshi takes it from that 50, passes it to Dre. Dre just a little bit too far forward. Dead 50, giving the ball to Dre at this last second. It touches the ground, and we enter overtime, game 1. This kickoff could be very important here. Goes dead center. Sakuyoshi looking to be the first person to touch the ball. Unfortunately, whiffs a little bit. Looks like none of the blue team was expecting that, and they also subsequently whiff. Putting the ball into the orange field. Drebe there to counter it and push it back. This is a dead center game. Almost a quick play coming out for Truman State, but was able to get blocked right there. Little early pre-jump coming from Drebe, but Sakuyoshi there to put it into the corner, making it non-threatening to getting scored on. And in fact, is dribbling it forward. No defenders currently in net. Unfortunately, they made it just in time. A quick demo coming out from Drebe to make the defenders low on numbers. The less defenders, the easier it is to score. But this game could go in anyone's favor. All it's taking at this point is one small mistake, and then poof, the game is over. Which team will be the first to commit to this unfortunate mistake? A little double commit coming out, but anything to save the ball, I suppose. Drebe contesting Mr. Flibble, unfortunately whiffing the ball, and Maddie is there to take it the distance. Carman able to get a little bit of a delay coming out by knocking it straight into the air, allowing his teammates to rotate back in. Very smart play. Knocking at center, but Peaked is there, not a teammate. And Drebe here to take away the danger of this ball on their side of the field by placing it into the corner. Very common practice. That looks like a shot on net. Drebe able to dissuade it, but not for long. Luckily, Sakuyoshi there able to, once again, put it into the corner. Drebe here trying to get something set up for Carman, and it almost works. But he wasn't able to find any bumps, so there was, of course, someone at the net. Sakuyoshi able to deny any kind of ground pinch attempt, but this is going to put the ball right onto the backboard unless Drebe has something to say about it. A shot on net, and it does go in. Maddie scores the overtime point in favor of BU Terriers. A close game one. We are definitely going to be seeing this set go these series. Headed into game two now. Now that we've entered the series, we have to wonder what kind of adaptations are going to come out from both teams in order to either stay on pace or go the distance. For our home ground bias, I do hope it is the latter. Drebe taking possession of the ball, not starting a dribble or anything, getting beaten out by Maddie in the process, but Sakuyoshi is there to answer. All he has to do is go through Mr. Flibble, but an uncharacteristic whiff coming out. Drebe once again takes possession, goes for a dead 50, launches it into the corner of the Terriers. Peyton here catching the ball, bringing it up the wall, trying to get a 50 there, see if he can pinch at midfield to his teammates. Ooh. It's going to be just wide of the net. And even wider after Maddie hits it across, bounces it off the wall. Baston taking it a little bit slow, starting an aerial maneuver, gets speed off the wall, and Carman is there to follow up. At 50, almost looking like a pass to Dre as he uses it to his fullest advantage. But an unfortunate touch coming out from Carman, who is able to redeem himself. That looks like it's on net, but Maddie able to stop it. Unfortunately, a backflip occurs in the process of a fast aerial maneuver, preventing the ball from being scored. But there's going to be many opportunities yet for both of these teams to score, as we are just barely into the second game. Sakuyoshi taking a slow possession. Oh, the net is completely open right now. BU Terriers making a mistake, but unfortunately the ball just goes just wide. Drebe, the ball is stopped by Maddie. Ooh, almost third time is the charm, I suppose. Ooh, can't get dicier than that. Sakuyoshi with his characteristic aerial maneuvers. Sakuyoshi, otherwise known as Steve the Cow, is quite the aerial fighter when it comes to Rocket League. And I will be pointing out when his signatures do show face. Little dismissal into the corner, goes out wide. Sakuyoshi trying to pass it to Drebe for a quick score. Maddie going to the net to try to stop this score from happening, but it never even occurred in the first place. An unfortunate pinch puts the score right back at even. Is it even? Yeah, it's even. Just had to make sure. You never know. Here comes an aerial dribble. Is either team member able to stop it? Yes, a little double commit coming out in the process, a little gap in the defense formed, but that does not matter. So they're able to force this ball in, but Mr. Flibble just barely able to stop it from going in, and Mr. Carman able to close it out with a nice little double tap there. That's gonna just, oh, hit crossbar. Very, very lucky. Maddie taking a shot on net. Goes to the left side. Dre able to stop it, and Yoshi able to put it away from the net. Gives Truman State a little bit of breathing room. Carmen able to once again defend. The next shot goes a little wide. Whew. This is quite the repeated fire that we saw last round. Luckily, Truman State was able to close that out, and it looks like might be able to do so again. And a very fascinating redirect coming out from Terriers, putting it into the corner. I've never quite seen that car angle before, but it seems to have worked perfectly for them. Ooh, and the ball is dead stop in center. Unfortunately, the goalie able to catch the ball before anything nefarious happens with it. And I must iterate, this is a dead even game. There's the demo on to the defender, and with that demo they were able to capitalize and get the score lead on map number 2. I take it back, it is tied. Would you look at that? We're at a point deficit the whole time, or a point advantage the whole time, and I had no idea. That's crazy. Just goes to show how fast this game can be. 50 pinching onto the side of the Terriers. However, Maddie able to quickly follow up, and is that a shot on net? Luckily, there was a defender there. I didn't see them. It kind of blended in with the territory. 2 shots, and that one just barely goes past the defender. Drebe puts the 3rd score into the net. Fortunately, Peak just barely inching the ball into the net, unable to stop it from going in. Ball goes straight into the possession of Maddie, who's going to try to do an aerial play. Fortunately, it gets a dead 50 from Drebe colliding with him. And with the second touch coming out from Soccer Yoshi, no attacker seemed to be able to read properly. Ball is dead center. Blue team not able to capitalize. Will Orange team take the advantage? Ooh! And a quick one being put in the bottom right by Drebe. Good team, excellent coordination. It doesn't look like he was in the peripherals of that blue team member, Mr. Flibble, who tried to go for the ball. Just did not see that coming. An exquisite angle and speed coming out from that shot. Ten seconds left on the clock. There's not much that Terriers can do unless they get a shot in instantly. And with that being said, looks like Truman State is taking game number 2. What I say? Ayo! Very good synergy. We're starting to see them wake up, unrust, get polished. 4-2 for Truman State. The Soccer Senpai is apparently a title that you can get in Rocket League. The more you know, I suppose. Both teams instantly into their side of the field. Starting to get into the flow. Two things to watch out for here are adaptations and autopiloting. Last thing that you want to do is blink out. And we're going to see if the players are capable of that. An over-aggressive play coming out from Terriers, maybe costing them a little bit of defense, but they were able to recoup just as fast as the hole in their defense had opened. Peak tried to catch the ball, unfortunately it goes a little bit out of control, giving Orange time to push up and aggress the ball. Sakura Yoshi trying to go for, I think, a mid-pass off the wall, and it succeeds. Carman unfortunately turning away from the play right as it happens. Going a little bit too slow to get a dribble started. Drebe getting a pass to Sakura Yoshi. Sakura Yoshi putting it a little bit further down and goes wide of net as a result. Mr. Flibble getting a 50 with Carman, but Peaked is there to follow up. Drayston not letting anything get through the defenses. And this uncharacteristic whiff, perhaps a purposeful fake to get this first goal in. Fortunately, it just lands a bit wide, but it was a very valiant effort. Bray taking shot net top left, it hits crossbar. Carman following it up, and it is in. First point to Truman State. If I was to say, it just looks like Mr. Flibble went a little bit too far into our own zone there. Costed them a defensive rotation, another opportunity to block this shot. As we start this follow-up round, it looks like Drebe just got beat out, but Sakurayoshi here to dissuade. Unfortunately, that does put it in a little bit of an awkward / dangerous position. Carman able to break that danger by putting it to corner. Maddie chasing the ball and giving two opportunities to score on net. Sakurayoshi able to put it out against the top left shot, and now starts a dribble. Maddie, however, keeping the offensive pressure for the BU Terriers, and Carman just preventing it from landing into the net. There's a lot of pressure in front net right now, and it is terrifying. Sakurayoshi making a pass to Carman. Carman just a little bit too slow to hit it. Drebe having to turn around, and unfortunately just a little bit too slow to make the save. Ooh, nice. Ball goes to Carman. Ooh. Fortunately, he takes too much time in a very dangerous position, and BU Terriers call him out for said action. Score in favor of the BU Terriers now. Just fact checking, don't mind me. Wait, can I? Hello. Oh no, never mind. We got overlay software now. Putting it over top of net. Sakurayoshi there able to prevent the play from further developing, and Drebe takes possession. And actually, it doubles as a pass to Sakurayoshi. In fact, his car actually blocked the player that was defending. I didn't see anyone there. It looked like an open net to me, but unfortunately it was not. Dead 50, giving ball to Carman, able to put it past. Drebe getting an amazing bump and a follow-up demo, giving the ball to Sakurayoshi. Unfortunately, the 50 goes in the favor of Mr. Flibble, who's not able to get the follow-up. Drebe playing mind games of the century, and Carman making sure that this offensive aggression continues to develop. Ball is at half field. You go anyway, but it ain't going in the net today. Drebe trying to take a shot on net. Peaked is there to dissuade it, and Flibble follows up with a pass to Maddie. Fortunately, Maddie is just a little bit too fast to the position and whiffs the ball. much time is left? 1 minute remaining. Can Truman State tie this series up and take us into yet another overtime? Or better yet, just put 2 goals in, tie up to take the series lead. Unfortunately, not another goal going in for BU Terriers. The 2-goal lead is going to be very difficult to come back this game, but it can be done. Good kickoff goal with a follow-up 0-second goal can bring us into the overtime that we so desperately need coming out of this series. Drape following it. It looks like we're going to have an aerial dribble play dissuaded by Sakayoshi. Defense is wide open. Carmen able to get there in the nick of time to prevent any more goals from being put in the net.
That's free.
If they can make something happen before the time hits 0, anything is truly possible, but it's looking grim for Truman State University in this 3rd game. And indeed, it does go in favor of the BU Terriers. Score is 2-1. Oh, yeah. Mic, unmuted. Commentary, online. Jumping into this 4th game, it's always game 4 Truman that is the one to be aware of. They're back to the wall. They are capable of anything. Looks like a backfield pass, but Carmen there to just take possession himself. Ooh, Drebe trying to get a nice bump onto the Terrier player. Took possession, but unfortunately not able to follow through. Ooh, Carmen almost getting a sacrificial shot on net. And Sakayoshi following up to make sure that this ball stays here until something is done about that scoreline. Sorry, fellas. That was a cool 50. Whoa. A very optimistic play there, waiting for the ball to hit the ground. So we had 2 aerial defenders coming for it. Looks like a pass to Dre. Perhaps an attempt at a team pinch. Mad respect. Both teams not budging an inch when it comes to this first goal. In fact, with how defensive both teams are being, may go to say that whoever gets his first goal may be able to close out this 4th game. Ball goes to Carman, passes to the Drebe. Drebe trying to put it forward past the defenders, unfortunately unable to do so. He is, however, able to put it into the corner before anything Lethal is done with that ball on their side of the court. How are we looking? So far, Bus, we're game 4, down 1-2. This third game can mean everything. Oh, no defender was back to stop that ball from going in. Unfortunate. Let's see what happens. Ah. Carmen trying to clear the ball instead of passing it to Sakuyoshi, who may have had a better opportunity to send the ball careening down the field. Sorry, this is just so cool to watch. Looks like a shot on net is about to be made, unfortunately. Defenders there in time to stop anything dangerous from happening with that ball. A light touch coming out from Drebe, just giving possession to the enemy team. What can be done about this? The ball is centered in for that team. Take another shot into the net. Mr. Flibble is here to pass the ball along to Mr. Peak, who is passing the ball right back, unfortunately just out of position to go for that shot. And Drebe and the others able to prevent this next goal from being scored on them. Drebe clearing it across to the other side of the corner. The boost game is not... Oh, wait, I guess there's one refill right there, but Terriers making sure that there is not a lot of room for boost to be obtained, and unfortunately a second goal going in favor of BU Terriers is looking grim, but anything is still possible with the time on the clock. For now, we shall hope. As long as they stay calm, stay focused, and stay synergized, I believe that we can pull this one back and, in fact, win the series. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with 30 seconds left on the clock, or with 1 minute left on the clock, I apologize. We just saw the T-ball, I believe it's called. One person sets up as if they were playing golf, like the T. The other person takes a swing and the ball goes straight into net. Set up for Drebe, who takes a shot on net, and it's instantly in. There we go. A tied game. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? Now the question remains, can we get the number advantage before the time expires? Now that would be quite the interesting conclusion to this game 4. And the beginning of an underdog story told. Drebe taking another shot on net, and in fact a double commit, but it doesn't matter! The resurrect from the defense! Just going right into the net anyways! 3 on the board for Truman State. What looked like a once grim situation down 0-2 seems to be a choke, leading into the favor of Truman State University. Sakuyoshi setting up Drebe. Unfortunately, Mr. Flibble reading the ball and getting there just an ever so slightly sooner. Carmen putting it into the corner, keeping us safe for now until the defender can respawn the ball right over net. Can they stop it from going in? Oh, the ball over the crossbar at 50, putting it down midfield. And we will have our game 4. Game 4 comes for Truman State, and we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Scoreline 2-2. Let me just save this replay. BU, G4, and we will see Truman State go the distance. 2-5 game lead. Peyton, where'd you go? Okay. Oh, okay. The set ender, the series decider, it all comes down to this. The very last game in the best of 5 series. Who is going to take home the victory today? While the BU Terriers may have gotten a 3-0 against another school inside of our division, we are fighters and will fight to the very last game. Drebe prepped at the defense. Maddie able to keep it here, however. But that ball goes straight into the possession of Truman's Sakurayoshi, or Steve the Cow. Ooh, Carman trying to go for some demos to leave the ball open for Drebe, unfortunately just barely missing. And Sakurayoshi getting a banger clear, but is stopped at the half field with some excellent aerial control. Ooh, looks like we're starting to play the defense game, and a double commit coming out from Boston Terriers. Boston? I actually don't know that yet. I still haven't looked it up. The BU Terriers. Ooh, just barely going in. Another very aggressive demo coming out from the Terriers, resulting in an open net from Truman State. They are very aggressive with their demos. Kickoff numero dos. After some very tense defensive pressure against Truman State, we see the ball into the court of the BU Terriers. Fortunately, a third touch going a little bit too far for any threatening plays from Truman State. A push to corner, but leads to almost a passing play for Yoshi and Drebe. A redirect trying to come out from Drebe, but it could have also been a bump against the defender. Drebe getting a cross-court clear, which, as you saw in that particular moment, was very good because all 3 of the blue players were clumped up on the other side of the field, which allowed the ball to settle and for the players to advance onto the offense. Sakayoshi making a pass to Drebe. Can he redirect it into the net? Just barely higher on crossbar. Didn't fool in the defenders, so they were plenty to go for the commit after the ball had landed. Unfortunately, a soft touch coming out, going a little wide of the net. And a redirected 50 landing onto Drebe. Center field double commit coming out, but the ball is not in the net. And that is what matters at the end of the day. What's the scoreline? 1, okay. 2 minutes ahead of us. We are seeing a game of tight defense coming out from both teams. Sakurayoshi putting it to corner. But they already have plenty of offensive pressure continuing to go through. Bouncing off the wall. They're putting it back towards Peaked. It's just going to catch the ball and play it into the corner. Yet again, Drebe maybe taking a shot off of this. No, just bouncing off corner to set himself up for a 2-tap play. Drebe evens the odds. And we see ourselves at 1-1. Here we find ourselves onto the point series match decider. Soccer Yoshi making a dangerous play, putting the ball towards towards center field with the offensive pressure from the Terriers. I wasn't sure if that was too good of an idea, but they haven't been quite scored on it yet. So, thoughts pending. Only hindsight can help us here. Looks like he's trying to set up his teammates by putting it mid. The ball going high, there's not much redirect potential unless they set up a team play. Unfortunately, it just goes just wide, putting the ball's possession into Truman State University with the passing play to Trey Bay, but unfortunately it does get 50'd out into the midfield. Sakayoshi able to 50 that into the corner. But man, the BU Terriers offense looking incredible, which gives much needed credit to Truman State University's defense, as they have been having to fight again and again to stop this ball from going in. But it looks like we're tied up. Oh no, I was very wrong, wasn't I? With a point lead and 12 seconds remaining, it is looking grim for Truman State University. But as we saw last game, anything is possible. So let's see the way that this plays. Going for a ceiling double tap, unfortunately gets caught off by Mr. Flibble. And a redirect coming out from Maddie. And there is the series 3-2 in favor of sorry, BU Terriers. It was a close set overall. And congratulations to the winning team. And congratulations for Truman for putting up such a good fight. We did what the other opponents of BU University have been unable to do. BU G5. And we have plenty of practice material now. Good games indeed. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you again next week at the promised time. But also be sure to tune in this Saturday, as we will be competing in the CECC qualifier for the Midwest region. There we'll be playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with 2 teams, as well as Rocket League with this team that you are seeing today. But with that being said, have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen.